You don't want to wait till the lights are on?
Oh no, we'll be right.
Alright.
It's okay.
Okay.
Hey everyone, it's Peter with Peter's Pit Talk, and it is Sunday night, the second night of the 59th running of the Australian title. Didn't do a lot of pit talk last night. Actually just sat and was a fan and enjoyed the racing. It was pretty great racing. But I'm sitting down now with someone I've been trying to sit down with since Lismore in January, and I'm going to turn it around, and the power's just come on, and we're having a chat with Mr. Ian Madsen. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
That's good. We finally get here, and it's the last Australian race.
Yeah, I know. It's finally good to catch up with you. It was a pleasure to meet you a few months back at Lismore, and I know it's been a long time since then, so it's it'd be great to catch up.
So when we met in Lismore, you'd come over, you had a drive with Dyson. You said to me you didn't know how long you were going to stay. It was kind of like, you were going to do this race and then you were going to see. Now we're almost 6 months later, you're here for the Australian title, and then you go home next week. Yeah,
it's kind of been a bit of a whirlwind since I've been here. Really didn't know how long I was going to stay. Had some stuff lined back up in America that didn't happen, and just some other things going on back here. And when I heard the Australian title was getting pushed back to April or May, I kind of jumped at the opportunity just to stay and compete for that. And then it's been a great time to be able to be back home and spend some time here with family and friends. And
your dad's loving it, isn't he?
Yeah. And also getting to race for the DTM team.
So we've talked a little bit. You got your first win the other weekend on the last night of the Easter Trail in Toowoomba, which was a long time coming for the amount of racing that you did, but you finally got it all together. It's taken a bit, but the team, everything's kind of gelling at the moment.
Yeah, it did take a little while. It's been a tough year for everyone. With the weather and everything, the weather element of it. So I think we're up to 12 or 15 rainouts. So it's crazy. It was just awfully hard for the team to get into a rhythm and build some momentum, because it just seemed like we would race 1 week and then not race for another 2 or 3 weeks. There was a lot of stuff going on, and we finally were able to get some momentum together and knock off a win there in Toowoomba. And it was a really good win, because it was such a stout field of competition there, and we just felt like it was a really great win for the team, and
very well deserved, because you guys have worked really hard to gel and to get it together. And it's like we've said, it's different racing to what you're what you're used to at home. So we'll let everyone know, you live in Iowa.
Yep.
And just near Knoxville.
Yep.
So you're heading home, and then you've got your race this weekend.
Yeah, that's the plan anyway. Head back on Wednesday and hopefully get something together so we can race next weekend. Working on a couple of different things, so hopefully it all falls together for me. And just really can't thank Darren Wheeler enough, who owns the DTM team. Yeah, he's taken a huge chance on us this year, and he's poured in a lot of resources and effort to make this a really competitive team, and he really wanted to have a really good crack at this race this weekend. So I feel like we're in a pretty good position. We did really well in the heats last night, and then struggled a little bit in the prelim feature, but I think we make some changes and get better for tonight, and just really have a good go at it.
So we've also talked a bit, and I said to you before, one of the things that I've noticed is, you said to me there's a 15-year age gap between you and Kerry, and pretty much any time any commentator introduces you in the entire time you've been here, and obviously going back, you are always Kerry Madsen's brother. But it's really important, I feel, for you to be your own person, and you've had to pave your own journey, haven't you? Which I guess at times has been tough to sort of get your own identity happening. Yeah,
it has. It's been a difficult road. I mean, I can't complain about too much, because it's also been a great benefactor of being Kerry's brother, and being able to grow up around him and learn from him, but also it would be nice to carve out my own identity. I feel like I've done enough now to do that. So I just try to ignore that stuff and just go about my job.
And that's it. It is your job, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's your job. And yes, you've got family. You're not the only ones that have got family. A lot of people have got their fathers, so shoes to fill, I guess. But you just, you're doing well yourself. Like, you've got somewhere like 980 races in America alone in your career. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy to think I've been doing it for that long now. So, but yeah, it's been a fun road. It's been tough as well at times, but that's just part of life, and yeah, love every minute of it.
So what was the original reason or catalyst that made you decide to go and base yourself in America? How long ago was that?
Probably around 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it was around 2002 or 2003. Finished up high school, and then a friend of mine and I, we moved to America to recruit for Kerry, and kind of just went over there and was just going to see where it goes. And went to Knoxville Raceway and stuff, and just fell in love with it, and thought, I have to do this. I have to make this happen somehow. I was just in awe when I got to America, and saw the speeds that they do, and the big tracks they race on, and how big the sport is over there, and
nothing that we can comprehend here, is it? Like, really, it's
I don't know.
another level.
I think the sport in Australia has come a long way since that 20 years ago, and the competition down here is just as tough. It's every track you go to in Australia now, there's good local guys there that have a chance of winning every night, and I think even as far back as 15 to 20 years ago, Americans used to come down here and they had superior equipment and superior talent, and they would just clean up, and that just doesn't happen anymore.
No.
So it's a testament to the Australian sprint car racing scene that we've come so far in that short time frame.
It is a relative short time frame, isn't it?
It is,
for as long
yeah.
as Speedway's been around, and there's a lot of changes that have happened in that time.
Yeah, I feel like it's just when you're in America, you go to a certain region, whether that be Pennsylvania or California, and there's a group of guys there that can win on any night.
Yeah.
And Australia now is just an extension of the sport. Whereas you go to Australia, you're going to have your work cut out for you.
And I mean, we were really on that pinnacle of drivers wanting to come pre-COVID. We would always have 5 or 6 American drivers, if not more, coming religiously every year, coming to run the Classic, coming to run the title, run World Series. It's definitely changed things with COVID, obviously, and being able to travel so freely. But hopefully now that it's all settled, when you guys finish your season, our season kicks off. So
so the pandemic kind of changed everything.
Yeah.
Like you said, I think the one year we had 20 Americans competing at the Classic. So I think everything seems like it's getting somewhat back to a more normal sort of life, and I think next year back here it'll be back to pre-pandemic levels with the competitors and the Americans coming down to compete. And even probably keeping them out that few years will make them even hungry to come down and get racing down here.
I mean, though, I got to say, I think most of our guys would do anything to race on the dirt in Bristol at the moment. That looks incredible.
Yeah.
Have you run there with the dirt?
No, I haven't. They've only started that. They did it 20 years ago, and then again a year or two ago, and this year. So I was a bit jealous watching that on TV today. It's a bit different speed level to Archerfield, but just a little. So hopefully it's a thing next year, and I can compete in it next year, because it just looks. Sprint cars don't often get to race at cool historical places, premier venues like that. So I think it's a really great opportunity for the sport, and to try and grow it to to more fans. So I would love the opportunity to compete there.
And one of the things that I notice and I love from an outsider looking in is that any drivers on whatever level that go to America in whatever class, it just feels like the Americans just wrap their arms around them and just help them. There's nothing that they can't do to kind of give them a leg up or help them, and I think that's been such a benefit to us as a country of drivers across all divisions. And we're very, very thankful to that, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's natural to go over there and everyone kind of welcomes you with open arms, but I think once you get to a certain level and start getting good, that help starts drying up.
Off you're on your own, off you go.
Yeah, it's a very competitive landscape over there, and once you get to that top pinnacle of the sport, no one's willing to give an inch, or
everyone for themselves.
Everyone's for themselves. So, but it's cool.
So what's kind of the next, say, 6 months? You're going home, you're going to race, you're going to have some time at home with your partner. What are you sort of thinking or seeing as something you're really looking forward to, whether it's coming back here for the Classic, or is there sort of anything particular you're just super excited to get home to?
I'm sad that it's finishing up here. It's been an awesome 5 months. It's been awesome to get to know Darren and his and be involved with him. He really wants me to get propelled to the next level as well, and it's been awesome trying to help him get this team to where he wants it to be. So we've had a few setbacks, like I said.
Yeah.
So it's hopefully I'm really looking forward to getting home and competing, and then next year coming back out and really hoping we improve, keep building this team to one of the premier teams in Australia.
Well, you definitely have made inroads, from where it started when you first got in the car, and what you're doing now. Like you can really see the trajectory of what you've achieved.
You
as a
can.
team.
Yep, it's really been a progression since I've been here, and it's
and
just
that's a testament to you as well. You as a person, you as a driver,
everyone,
and the team.
Everyone involved. We've got great people.
Yeah.
Involved. Clinton and Corey, the crew guys, and then we've got Brett Satori from WA here helping this weekend as well.
Yeah.
So it's just a great group of guys, and they all seem to like each other and get on, which helps and makes everyone's life a little easier.
Yeah. Well, we will have to catch up over the ways somehow over Zoom or something a couple of months into you being home, and then back in America, back when you come out here next year, and
that'd be awesome.
We'll sit down and have another chat and see where you're at to. But
All right,
thank you. Good luck for tonight.
No worries.
Really appreciate it.
Thanks,
Ian.
Bye.